Good morning. I am just here putting on some makeup for the day, getting ready for work. Whoopsie, didn't mean to do that. Oh, got it. So what do you want to talk about today? How about we talk about how nobody's perfect and nobody has to be perfect. When you talk about all the things going on in the world right now, there are some people who, and I think cabin fever has a little bit to do with how short-tempered some people are. Now, some people are just naturally short-tempered. But I think, too, that some people are having trouble figuring out how to say that they're scared as heck with everything going on in this world right now. Because there's enough reporters on far left, far right, conspiracy theory, scientists, famous scientists, politicians who are discrediting qualified scientists, then paid scientists. It's all so confusing and frustration provoking. So what do people do? Just like an animal who's injured, they're going to snap even if you're trying to help them, right? Brushes work really well with spreading around makeup, and then you just go through the real soft to make sure you get all any kind of little streak out. And it's also good for building. Like I had spent a lot of time out in the sun, motorcycle riding, convertible tops. And so I have some red patchy skin. Yeah, that's true. So anyway, back to angry people. There are a lot of angry people out there. Holy moly. More so than I remember there being, because, I'm not doing research on it, but I can tell you that there's normally a certain percentage of the population, this smells so good, who are easily triggered. If you do the Myers-Briggs test online, you can do that. It's called 16 Personalities Free Test, maybe.com. And it's a fun way to basically tell your zodiac sign. It's not your zodiac sign, but there's 16 personalities, and then there's sub-personalities, and in my opinion, then there's refined or raw. And that's on a scale as well. So that's kind of fun. But anyway, there are certain personalities that are more apt to be angry. And then there are certain personalities that are may not be apt to be angry, but once they are, there's not a lot of turning back. My eyebrows are so unruly. They just are kind of wild. Like the older I get, the more curly they're getting and white. So I have to kind of cover them up a little bit. In the camera that I work in front of all day, you really can't see all this that I'm doing. It just looks so lovely. I got so lucky and got a camera that truly, I don't even know what brand it is. Excuse me, I'd have to check, because it's unexplainable how it covers up my shortcomings as far as appearance goes. Especially when you get a new client, you don't want to scare them off the first day. Holy cow. That'd be a shame. Oh, anyway, about angry people. So I'm just going to tell you, I don't live in fear of angry people because I am prepared. I am prepared. I'm prepared because I practiced for a long time on how to handle angry people. I've learned to stay calm. I've learned, most importantly, how to protect myself in an uncomfortable situation. And I can tell you this, if you don't know how to protect yourself in an uncomfortable situation, you're setting yourself up, because there's not going to be a human being that doesn't somehow get confronted with a scary situation. Look around. What I'm telling you is the truth. Yes, that is true. So be prepared. You know, whether it's security cameras on your property, whether it's pepper spray beside your bed, in your car, in your gardening toolbox while you're outside. In your backpack when you're out hiking. I'm not trying to get you to live in fear, don't get me wrong. But I can tell you what, there's a certain, I think it's called law of attraction. There's a certain vibe that I put out, and it's not fear. My vibe is called prepared. So my vibe is not fear. If I see somebody on the hiking path, I don't walk with fear or timidity. Timidly? You know what I mean. I walk as if I'm prepared. Because I am. I want you to be prepared. And that goes for stranger danger, and it also goes for relationships. You're going to notice right now that people are kind of moving and shaking, right? A lot of people broke up their relationships during the COVID lockdowns because they got so bored. They got online and started looking up old lovers because they got into an argument too many with their current lover. All kinds of drama. Building relationships with the neighbors they were walking their dog with. I mean, I'm serious. It's romance blossoms if there's enough fertilizer. And all that constant arguing is like fertilizer. So be prepared. Have your, what's it called? Have your finances, what's it called? Yeah. Have your finances in line. Have the things that are important to you at easy access. I really don't believe everyone's account should be in the same account. I've never believed that. I believe that everybody should have a little savings account of their own. I really like that one person pays for certain things and another person pays for other things. I'm not saying it needs to be divided up evenly because of income. I think that should be on a percentage. But I do believe this is not a bad time to just be ready. Just be ready. That's what I say. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a lovely day. I hope you know I care about you. And I want you to be safe. I want you to understand that the world is not completely dangerous. Don't get me wrong. But if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to? Yeah, that's closer to what I was going for. Well, I sure like having company getting ready. I think that's so fun. It's one of the things I missed about having a roommate. I remember back in the, oh God, what was that, maybe 80s? No, late 70s, early 80s. I had a roommate. Her name was Ginger. Oh my gosh, she was so fun. I just loved hanging out with her. She was a little ritzy for me sometimes, but she was fun. God, we used to go out dancing, boozing it up, interesting dates. Oh my God. We shared a 1-bedroom apartment. It was so cool and such a sweet neighborhood. And such a great landlord. I even dated him for a little while. I really liked him. But I just was so immature and drinking too much. I just didn't know how to date a nice guy. I needed to party. Disco was a big thing back then. Rock and roll. And I was just getting into a little bit of two-stepping as well. I mean, this was down in Texas. Oh God, it was so fun. Anyway. We slept together a lot unless we had company. Then we took turns on the sofa. She had kind of a steady, so I did the sofa a lot. Well, like I said, you don't have to live like you're scared. Live like you're confident. Have some fun. Don't shut yourself off from the world. Don't live in fear. Know that someone cares about you. I know I do. I know I do. Yes, I do. Now I'm going to work. Have a good day. Bye for now.